Good morning. It's been about a week, and I want to first say thank you for tuning into the videos, sharing them, commenting, but really reaching out to me, email and texting, coming and meeting with me. Some of y'all have really kind of shown me that these videos do, something for people out there, which is kind of the point. Is I want to kind of help people and show them that there's so many different ways to kind of gain information and do better by yourself and help others out without kind of taking anything away from anybody or doing it the wrong way. So, with that being said, this week's video is going to be, top 5 reasons why most real estate agents fail. Now, again, this is kind of in my vein because this is my career that's done so well by me in many different ways. Helped me grow not only as a business, but as an individual, but helped me grow other friends, family, and their businesses and their lives and their careers. It's helped me do so much. So I wanted to try to do this to help people understand, because so many people, I get to run into that interview with my company and other agents that I've talked to at other companies get this mixed perception. And so for me, I wanted to be able to do that because I've been fortunate enough to be a top agent in my area for pretty much the last 8 years since I've been in this business, and just growing that business and growing other agents' businesses and helping them become the top agents. I figured this is going to be a poignant point, something I know, plenty about, didn't have to do but so much research, but more some, looking back to look forward and kind of analyzing myself and others that I've helped and seeing what they've, accomplished, so I could help you accomplish the same thing. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of get right to this, and hopefully we can get something really good out of this. So let me start with some statistics. According to NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, there's a little over 2 million, just about 2 million active licensees in the United States. Now that means active real estate agents with licenses. It doesn't mean that they're actually selling. It doesn't mean that they actually know what they're doing. So that's a huge thing. But on top of that, there's only about 100,000, maybe a little bit more, that are millionaires. So see, 2 million versus 100,000. It's a small percentile that ever become it. So there's some common things that people need to understand, and this actually can translate into other careers and other jobs or other entrepreneurship type businesses that you're trying to create. So number one reason, in my opinion, people think my job's easy. Let's just say that. They think our job's easy. They think that, anybody could do it. They see a lot on HGTV. They hear stuff from friends, or maybe they've seen their realtor and just look at what they do and feel like this is an easy career. It is not an easy career. There's a lot more than just showing houses and putting up a couple pictures and things like that. It is a very intrusive job. You've got constant education you need to obtain, not only for your license, but continuing education. But then you also have new technologies, new ways of marketing, and this industry constantly shifts. But also, as that develops, new laws and people demand different things. So you got to get to learn people and demographics and what they're looking for. And there's so much to kind of take in. So it isn't that easy. If it were that easy, again, you'd see that 2 million figure, of licensed agents. The reflective number of how many are millionaires would be a lot bigger if that were the case. And in fact, you'd have a lot bigger number of the 2 million that were active licensees. There'd be other careers that wouldn't have so many people in those careers. So it's just, a little input by me, something that I think is a big reason why most real estate agents don't succeed. Next thing I hear is there's the two next things kind of are indicative of my industry and not others. Let me say this. Some industries have this, others don't, but this industry is definitely rife with it because of all the companies that kind of do this. Is I will hear from agents, new, young, old, it doesn't matter where they come from, is that they don't get enough leads. Well, let me say this. This is an entrepreneurship type career. So that means you are the business owner at first. You're the secretary. You're the runner. You do everything in this business when you start. Eventually, hopefully, you build up a business to where you can hire other people to do other things and train other people to do other things and grow that business like any other business. But if you're not getting enough leads, it's your fault. you can't blame your company, your brokerage, you can't blame anybody but you. It actually ties to the third reason that I'll give you that I feel like I hear a lot of this, because the two, again, kind of join together. Not enough leads is what I hear, and then on the other side is I get too many bad leads. Well, again, think about gold mining. If gold mining was so popular back in the day, how much dirt did they have to sift through in order to get one little nugget of gold? Well, it's kind of the same thing in this business. Buyers are not always ready to buy when they're on the internet searching around. Sellers are not always ready to sell right then and there. Maybe it's not the best decision for either one at that point in their lives. So they're not necessarily bad leads. That's an attitude problem. But the problem is that people are looking at just the money. You can't just look at money. Money is not going to get you up in the mornings, maybe for some of us, but very few, and endure the type of constant stress in being a business owner, being in real estate, or any other business that you're trying to own. So when you say too many bad leads, it's just a bad attitude problem, because you have to know your business. You have to know what types of leads you want to get. You want to know where you're getting them from. For me in my business personally, I've focused on just the relationships. I haven't focused on building leads or lead sources. Now I do have some, but I give them to my team because I don't have enough time for them, because I coach and train and do other things, but then I still actively sell. So I'm a little bit different, type of business guy. I do a lot of different things, wear a lot of different hats, but I enjoy it. But I focus on my relationships. My clients, my friends, my family, my reputation I've built up over a course of time to where, I get introduced by people to go help them. I get people to call me and say, hey, they told and recommended somebody to me, and so they connect us. So that's the type of relationship I like, because then I get to give them back something as reciprocity. I get to help them in a different way. It enriches our relationship. So then instead of just worrying about being a real estate agent or a realtor to my friends and my family, I become much more. I try to do other things to help them promote their businesses, do things for them, solve their problems outside of real estate. Because if they're going to help me in my business, I'm going to help them in theirs. So I never really had bad leads. I have great ones because I have great relationships. It's just my business platform is something I do differently. But other people, again, most often give me the complaints when they start, or after they've been in a while, that they don't get enough or they get bad leads. So again, it's just bad attitude and it's just wrong thinking. 4, and this is really important in this day and age, is not using internet marketing. Again, you have a lot of agents that are much older than I am, and they like the business the way it is, or they're not used to things. They don't like change, and most of us don't like change. But the internet is the most important tool in real estate right now, marketing wise. It's not newspapers, sorry, buyers and sellers out there. It's not anything. You know this because you're out there looking at Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Movodo, Fast. You're looking at all kinds of websites to get information. Google, you're doing it all. So you have to understand the internet. You have to embrace it. You have to understand social media. You have to understand how to market using the internet. If you're not using those tools, then you as an agent are going to eventually have a slow burn or maybe a quick burn down to an end of a career. You have to pick that up. So if you're not learning that and you don't want to learn it, maybe not the career for you, but that's almost any business is becoming more integrated with technology. We're moving faster with technology. So the internet is a key tool in that. So I see a lot of agents, again, failing because they don't understand the internet. They don't understand social media. They don't understand how to use it. And it's because maybe they don't want to, it seems too tough for whatever reason. So last thing I'll say is this is huge, and this is, I think, in any business, again, this is indicative of our lives because of everything moving so fast, is people spread themselves too thin. This is the 5th thing. You're spreading yourself too thin because you're maybe over obligating to one area in your life, or maybe under obligating to others. But maybe you're just not spending your time wisely. You're not spending your money wisely. This is a fine art when you're doing business because it constantly alters. It constantly changes. In no way, in shape, or form can I say I do the same things 100% of the way, the same way I did 8 years ago when I started. So that changes, that evolves as technology changes, as my business changes, as I get more busy, as I gain other responsibilities. I constantly have to shift and move things around. Now, the surprising thing is my business grows now in a different way because I have a team. I'm not working on growing my personal production. My personal production still stays at a relative rate of what it was, over the last few years, because there's a consistency to my activities and what I put into other people. And that's what I focus on. And that then organically grows my business. So I try not to spread, as other people say, spread yourself too thin. I try not to take on too many responsibilities I know I can't handle and mold into my schedule as it is. And that's kind of a fine art, as I said. But this is why a lot of agents do tend to fail or don't become successful in the course of this. So there are a lot of other reasons that you can or cannot succeed in this business, but these are just top 5 reasons, in my opinion, that most agents fail. It's a lot of mentality. Like, it's a mentality issue to me. It's a drive issue and understanding, and a lot of that comes through education and experience. So I'll leave you with this tip, because I'm giving 5 reasons why people are not successful in real estate. But again, you can kind of mold this to some other businesses and things like that. Think about, it takes you about 20 hours to learn something, to really learn it, to be able to do it. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be an expert, but think about 20 hours, that you could dedicate fully focused to learning a career. This will help you in anything you want to do. You want to learn to play the guitar, you want to learn to be more efficient, you could do these types of things. So I'm going to leave you with this tip. Research it. 20 hours is what you need. You can pick up anything new you've never learned before in that. So that should get you on the right footing. But then you got to endure what most business owners and startups have to endure, which is the building the business, the learning curve, the growth phases, and then becoming the expert, which is about 10,000 hours. As you know, in the Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell has highlighted, many other people have highlighted this through a lot of studies. So drop your comments below, share it, like it, send it out to people. Let me know what you think. If you're in real estate, are you experiencing these things? What are your thoughts? Love to hear from you, the community. Again, I love doing these videos, love interacting with you and seeing how else I can better your life and do more for you and kind of give you some things to kind of think differently, do more, do better, and then help others as well. So hopefully you enjoy it. Love to check in with you again here soon. I'm going to create a new video. Very soon I'm going to kind of ramp these up a little bit more, and then I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you very much.